my name is Patty Weaver. I'm your Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development. I'm very excited to welcome you to Cleveland State Community College, as well as our 2020 opening convocation. Only in its 5th year, this event has become a tradition, one that unites our campus community at the beginning of the new school year, and one that helps us focus even further on our students in an effort to enhance engagement and encourage success. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to Alicia Fox, our Vice President for Finance and Operations.
Starting a new college year is a momentous occasion for all students, faculty, and staff. So before we proceed, we want to take a moment for reflection, to consider the challenges before us, to think about all the people that supported us along the way, to imagine the many opportunities before you, and to consider all the blessings that brought each of us to this point of celebration and thanksgiving. Will you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Julia Fox, and I am a Cleveland State graduate, and I am transferring to Lee University this semester, and I will be singing the national anthem today. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Julia. Hello, my name is Dr. Bill Seymour, and I am proud to be your president here at Cleveland State. It is my honor to also welcome you to this fall opening convocation. Of course, this is a different format this year. Normally, we would process into the Quinton Lane Center and have all the normal pomp and circumstance that we have during our commencement exercises. We do this intentionally to bring together the Cleveland State family to mark the start of another college year, and most importantly, to welcome the newest members of our college family. Unfortunately, we had to compromise this year due to COVID-19. Still, we are persevering by presenting this virtual program. We hope the messages are important to you and they are helpful as well toward getting a great start here at Cleveland State. We're pleased to have a brand new cohort of students enrolled this year from the Tennessee Valley Early College. You are now the 3rd cohort to enroll full-time with the college. In addition to the 2 cohorts behind you at Cleveland High School, we now have the first 2 cohorts from both Walker Valley High School and Bradley Central High Schools. All of you have a goal of completing an associate's degree by the time you finish a high school degree. We applaud you for taking on this great challenge, and we think it's great that you're taking advantage of these opportunities. I also want to give a special welcome to our newest class of Presidential Honor Scholars. You are joining other outstanding students enrolled in the Cleveland State Honors College. That's the very first community college in the state of Tennessee who has established such an honors college. You probably noticed these flags that are behind me. These flags represent the 7 career communities of the college. They are a symbol of how we connect each student with their fields of study, your faculty, and your fellow students. They're also a symbol of our commitment to each and every one of you and your success. The theme for our convocation today is mindsets, more specifically, having a growth mindset. There are many ways in which you can develop a growth mindset, and others on the agenda will talk about them later. I want to mention one while I have some time with you right now. Obviously, this is a time for new beginnings, whether you're a brand new student or even a returning student. But strangely enough, I want to focus on an ending. The ending I have in mind is your graduation from Cleveland State Community College. If we all share one common goal, whether you are a student, a college faculty, or staff member, it's you, our students, successfully reaching the end of your college experience, attending your graduation and walking across the stage like this and receiving your diploma from the college president. This is our common goal, and this is our common vision. There is a Latin phrase that I think of when we talk about this. It's called fini origine pendant. Translated, this means the end depends upon the beginning. Just think about that concept. The end depends upon the beginning. It's very powerful, I think, and it's also quite inspiring. We all have the end in mind. That's you graduating from Cleveland State after a great academic and personally engaging experience. But to get to that end, we start here today, at the beginning. With this thought in mind, I encourage you strongly to be very intentional about your approach to this beginning. Please make the most of it. Make yourself at home here, please. Get to know your classmates, your faculty and staff, and let them get to know you. Ask lots of questions. Get involved in the life of the campus, even in spite of a pandemic. Take advantage of all the resources we make available to you. Work hard at your studies and be sure to ask for help when you need it. For those of you coming to college for the first time, please keep an open mind and anticipate that college life will be a lot different than high school. Embrace the diversity that exists here on our campus. Some of the most valuable learning experiences will be what you learn from people different from yourself. These are just a few ways to make your beginning the best possible, ways in which you can create the conditions that will lead to the end you seek, that is that goal of graduating here from Cleveland State. I saw something not too long ago that reinforces this theme. Who of you knows who Peter Dinklage is? That's right, the guy from Game of Thrones and also Elf. He recently gave an inspirational speech that said to those in attendance, "Raise the rest of your life to meet you." You are the person with unlimited potential, but you are the one who must raise your life to achieve it. It's a pretty positive attitude, really, and successful people always have a positive belief in themselves. That's a growth mindset. I encourage you all to raise yourself to the challenge of being successful here and reaching your goals. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a great summer despite being in the midst of a pandemic. My name is Rebecca Fenor, and I was the Student Body Vice President last year. First things first, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today as we start this fall semester and 2020-2021 school year. I also want to welcome our first-year students. We're so excited to have all you join the Cleveland State community. Now, I know that the beginning of the school year can be very overwhelming, and even more so now because of all the new rules and procedures that are being implemented to keep us all safe. However, it does get easier. As the year progresses, you'll feel more comfortable in your classes and on campus. That being said, as you become more comfortable, I encourage you to take advantage of the different ways to get involved on campus, whether that be a club, sports team, or service project. Being involved at Cleveland State not only makes your experience more enjoyable, it's also great when applying to a four-year institution and on resumes. There's so much that this college has to offer, so I encourage you to take advantage of opportunities you are given. Last year, I was a part of the Student Senate, and our mission was to encourage students to make the most of their education here at Cleveland State and to graduate with a confidence in career readiness. I hope you guys make that your personal mission as your year progresses and even after you leave Cleveland State. I believe that every student here is capable and deserving of success, and I'm willing to help you achieve that to the best of my abilities. Staff members, professors, advisors, and many others are here for you and your future and want to see you succeed. Ask them questions and let them know of any concerns that you may have, whether they be academic or personal. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once said, "If something stands between you and your success, move it. Never be denied." So I challenge you guys to overcome and move any obstacles that hinder you from being successful and reaching your potential. This semester and the semesters to come may feel difficult at times, but remember, the people here are dedicated to seeing you succeed. I believe all of you are deserving of success, and if you work hard and desire to reach your potential, success is right around the corner. I leave you with this. Be confident in yourself and what you're trying to accomplish, because successful and unsuccessful people don't vary in their abilities, but rather their desire to reach their potential. Thank you, and I hope you all have an amazing semester.
Hello, my name is Tommy Kimsey, and I'm the current Staff Senate President. Welcome from myself and all of the staff here at Cleveland State Community College. We are so glad that you have chosen to be a part of our college community. Our staff, faculty, and administration work hard every day to make our college community the best it can be. As you start your journey down this new adventure in life, you will run into rough patches now and then. When this happens, remember, you are never alone. Any one of our employees are willing to help. We are here because we want to see you succeed and be the best that you can be. This new path may seem long at times. For some of you, it may even be broke up with breaks due to uncontrollable things in life. But stay the course, work hard, and you will not only come out with a good education, you will have memories and friends that will last a lifetime. My path was not a straight one. It was broken up over many segments that led me to be able to work in law enforcement, which had been a dream of mine since I was a little boy. After working for many years doing a job I have loved, it came time for me to do something to improve my future. So I went back to school in 2013. I got a bachelor's degree in 2015. I then went on and finished my master's degree in 2019. The whole time that I was in school, I still worked a full-time job, raised a family of 5, and dealt with all of the other stuff that happens in day-to-day life. Then COVID hit. But I'm still on my new brighter path. As you can see, the path is not always straight or easy, but with determination, drive, and staying focused, you can do it too. I have one more piece of advice for you. Even with all of the COVID stuff going on, I encourage you to get involved as much as you can. The more you get involved, the more friends and memories you will make, and your experience will be greatly enhanced while here at Cleveland State. Thank you, and welcome to the Cleveland State community, and good luck.
Hello, my name is Laurie Rowland. I'm the Assistant President to the Faculty Senate. It's my great honor and pleasure to welcome all of you to the official opening of the school year at Cleveland State Community College. We look very forward to working with you. This past year has been one for the books, but we must continue to write in our individual books of life. We should strive to fill each page to the fullest. I want to stress that it is so important for you to take advantage of the facilities and resources offered to you by our Cleveland State Community College. Learning is beyond the classroom. It is learning to succeed and to define a field or an area to pursue at universities or as your future career. As you will soon discover, the knowledge to acquire is vast. This knowledge is to be found in many different classes that you're going to attend, in the piles of information accessible to you in our library, to the labs that accompany most of our science and health subjects, in a wide array of activities and we make available to you, and especially in the interaction with your teachers and fellow students. There are lots of things that you can do and achieve in this college, but your achievement is to a large degree defined by yourselves. The curriculum is not unchallenging. The tests and exams are not easy. Your teachers are not undemanding. So don't lean back in class and laze around, because you will soon fall behind. Set a good timetable, plan your studies and revisions, and feed your hunger for knowledge by exploring the many resources around you to start shaping your future, and you will live and grow. It's as simple as that, and yet so demanding. Remember, in the words of William B. Yeats, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Welcome to a new semester at Cleveland State Community College. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Stokes. It's my honor and privilege to be your Vice President for Student Services here at Cleveland State. And let me also welcome you to the 2021 academic year at Cleveland State Community College. I know a lot of us are excited about beginning a new year in the midst of everything that's uncertain about the current times with the COVID-19 pandemic, in the midst of mask and safety protocols, in the midst of more online classes and hybrid classes and remote work schedules and alternating class schedules. In the midst of all of that, there's still much to be excited about and much to look forward to as we start another academic year. Let me also take a moment and speak directly to our students. Whether you're an early college student from Bradley Central, Cleveland High, or Walker Valley, or a dual enrollment student who's taking classes here while you're still enrolled in high school, whether you're a student who just graduated from high school now starting as a full-time college student, or an adult in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s or even older, and you're now finally taking that step to earn your certificate or a degree, whether you're brand new to Cleveland State or returning from last year or coming back after several years away, regardless of your status, I know that all of you, each and every one of you, has a purpose in mind for being here, and I know that you want to succeed. You want to succeed in your classes. You want to succeed in your major to progress toward earning a certificate or a degree. You want to succeed in preparing for your career or for transferring to a university. You want to succeed in building new relationships. You want to succeed in learning more about yourself and about your communities and more about life. So what does it take for you to succeed? It's no secret. There are no shortcuts. There is no magic formula. But there is evidence that one thing above all else differentiates students who succeed in college from those who do not. And that one thing is something called engagement. Students who succeed are those who are more engaged in their learning. So what does it mean to be engaged? Students who are engaged are students who go to class and sit in the front of the classroom. For online classes, they set up a place where they can log in and focus on their classwork, and they log into their classes early and often. They go to my CS courses every day and check to make sure they're on top of their assignments. They participate in online discussion boards. There are students who ask and answer questions, who do their homework, who read their assignments. There are students who ask for help, who get a tutor or join a study group. They know where they stand with their grades. Students who engage, students who are more successful, make appointments with their professors, in person or virtually, and they talk about their classes or their major or their future. They check their email and their CougarNet account. They know who their advisor is. They know who their success coach is. But college is about much more than just classes and structured formal learning. And being engaged is about much more than just academic stuff. Do volunteer work through the Service Learning Program, or join a campus club or organization. Participate in student activities, even virtual activities, like the Back to School Bash or Oktoberfest or intramurals. In the spring, attend a volleyball game or basketball game or baseball or softball. Attend a play or a concert or an art show, and yes, some of those are available online too. Take note of the multitude of opportunities for you to participate in virtual chats or discussion groups or workshops. Take time to meet and connect with other students, with each other in the student center or in the library or the fitness center, and in virtual gatherings. Make friends with someone who's from a different town or county or a different state or a different country or a different culture. Live life as a college student. So as you start the academic year, set yourself up for success. Step out, get involved, get engaged in person and online in everything that's great about Cleveland State. The classes, the programs and services, the activities and events, and most of all, the people. The faculty and staff, the other students who are here, everything and everyone who is Cleveland State. So get engaged in person and online and succeed. It's going to be a great year. Don't miss a bit of it.
My name is Willie Thomas. I have the honor of serving as Assistant to the President for Equity and Inclusion. One of my responsibilities of this office is to assist Cleveland State in fostering an inclusive, diverse, and equitable campus community. We are an institution that continues to cultivate a positive and nurturing environment, a college community committed to understanding each other and moving beyond simple tolerance to embracing and celebrating the rich dimensions of diversity contained with each individual. So what do I mean by the words such as diversity, equity, and inclusion? I'm glad you asked. Diversity refers to the sum of the ways that people are both different and similar. Diversity has many dimensions that intersect in a wide variety of ways. These dimensions include race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, language, culture, religion, mental and physical ability, social class, age, veterans, and many others. Equity entails an intentional focus to reduce disparities in opportunities, experiences, and outcome for all members of the campus community. Equity is expressed in a commitment to address historical and current manifestations of social bias and exclusion, including the ways in which social arrangements disadvantage some groups and legitimizes others. Inclusion means belonging to a campus environment in which people are welcome, accepted, and connect to one another. Community members come together in a friendly, caring, and authentic way and have opportunities to participate in community life and its ongoing evolution. We're finding ourselves in an unusual time. 2020 has been a year of transition and change that has caused uncertainty and unrest. From living through a pandemic and to facing social injustice, many of us can agree 2020 has felt like a never-ending test. As you matriculate through Cleveland State, there will be days of questions. One of those questions may be, why am I here? Do I belong in college? I want to assure you, you are in the right place at the right time. You are here because you're being prepared to be the answer to the problems within the world. History reminds us that the world's greatest leaders and world changers have come during periods of crisis and chaos. You are no different. Together we will grow and learn, so in the end, we will all leave a positive mark in the world and our society that cannot be erased. In conclusion, the definition of equity and inclusion can be summed up in two phrases. Phrases that we want you to feel every time you engage on this campus. Those phrases are, you matter and you belong. We're committed in intentionally cultivating an inclusive environment within which all students and employees receive support and encouragement to reach their individual goals. Thank you.
Hello, I am Dr. Barsha Pickle, Vice President for Academic Affairs. As we begin this new academic year at Cleveland State, we welcome you, our students, our new faculty and staff, to our academic community. 2020 has definitely been a challenging year. We live in an environment of constant uncertainty. COVID-19 has influenced every detail of our lives. How and when we work, who we can see, whether we are in school or not, and so many of the things that bring us joy in life have been canceled. Most of us have never experienced this amount of change in our daily lives. So how are you handling it? Are you just trying to survive this pandemic? Or is your goal to thrive during this period of immense change? How we respond to these challenges can be heavily influenced by our mindset. Mindsets are the lenses through which we interpret our circumstances. When faced with a challenge, like we are today, do you see it as a threat or as an opportunity? For most of us, we think merely about getting back to normal. We are just trying to wait out this period of isolation and disruption and hope we can pick up right where we left off. This is a survival mentality, and if we remain in it, we will miss the opportunity to emerge better and more capable than ever before. If we want to thrive and not just survive, we need to embrace a growth mindset. A person with a growth mindset believes that his or her skills, abilities, and character can be developed through adversity, through hard work and learning from mistakes and difficulty. A person with a fixed mindset believes that abilities, talents, and intelligence are fixed traits, that you have a certain amount of talents and intelligence and you can't really change that. If you have a fixed mindset about your abilities, you will find it more difficult to navigate through the challenges that you'll encounter during these uncertain times. But if you adopt a growth mindset, you'll be able to persist even when you encounter a setback. Research has shown that people with a growth mindset have a greater ability to thrive in even the most difficult situations. Dr. Carol Dweck, in her book on mindsets, said the hallmark of successful people is that they are always stretching themselves to learn new things. So take a moment to think about your future. Which of these three futures do you imagine? A future where you're worse off, where external events like COVID-19 that you feel are outside of your control will determine your future? In this mindset, you probably see very few options to avoid losing the things you've worked so hard for in your life. Or do you imagine a future where you just try to minimize the impact of difficulty? A world that returns to normal. In this survival mindset, you hunker down and hope things will get better sooner or later. But with each new development of the pandemic, your frustration and your anxiety increases. My challenge is for you to see a future where you're actually better off. Can you see this year as an opportunity to develop new skills and imagine new ways of doing things that move you forward? You can choose to thrive and embrace change. Your mindset is powerful, whether you realize it or not. It is influencing your thoughts, your habits, your productivity, and your relationships every day. If you don't actively choose which mindset you will adopt during challenging times, you're more likely to have a fixed or survival mindset. But if you will take a moment to reflect and to actively choose to have a growth mindset, to see challenges as opportunities, you can not only survive this pandemic, you can thrive. That is my hope for each of us this year. Times have changed, possibly forever. Which mindset you choose for your future is up to you.
Before we wrap up the ceremony today, I want to share a few parting words with you. Upon the passing of our 41st president about 18 months ago, we celebrated the life and legacy of George Herbert Walker Bush. I was really touched by all of the accolades and stories highlighting the impact he made in service to our country. Of all the things I saw and read, there was one quote that continues to stand out for me above all other messages. He said, "I want a kinder and gentler nation." Now, politics aside, I think this desire is a wish with which we all resonate and hope for. At least I hope you do. More recently, we have come to understand that racial discrimination and injustice, unfortunately, are still tearing at the fabric of our nation. There are many people hurting right now. People of color tell me that they are scared, they're tired, and they're angry. On our campus, we're talking a good deal about the root causes of racism and the devastating impact it has on our friends and neighbors of color. So this makes me think of President Bush's wish in a whole new light, because we are confronted on a daily basis with countless examples of what is not kind or gentle, and I will add the word just in our society. There is a great deal of speculation about what promotes the unrest, the discord, prejudice, hate, violence in our nation today. Like many things, we always want to identify who is to blame. The truth is, there's lots of blame to go around. So what can we do as individuals to bring about a kinder and gentler and more just nation? Many of us may believe that we really can't do much about it. You may be thinking, well, I'm just one person, or the problems seem too big to overcome, or I don't have much faith in our systems that should be doing something about it. My only suggestion is that you can only look at yourself and to think about how you want to be treated and how you want to treat others. Does that sound familiar? So it starts with us, each of us. We all need to be part of the solution. It is my hope that you learn many things here that will guide you as you complete your studies here at Cleveland State to further your education or your career. I hope you learn here that each and every one of you are respected exactly for who you are. Let me repeat that. I hope you learn here at Cleveland State that each and every one of you are respected exactly for who you are, and you should treat others the same way. I hope you'll learn here that we are a very diverse society, and there are many people who have different beliefs, values, and lifestyles than yourself, and that is perfectly okay. In fact, I sincerely hope your learning will be tremendously enhanced by your engagement with such a diverse campus community, because we are a reflection of what is really about our world and the world in which you need to succeed. I hope during your time here you'll become a more open and accepting person, one who is willing to listen with your ears and your heart, one who can appreciate differences even if we disagree, one that understands that nothing good comes from judging others, one who understands that we all have value and something meaningful to offer our world. Now, I hope I'm preaching to the choir, but I really do believe in the transformational power of education. I believe it will make you a stronger and wiser person and a better community citizen. Each of you will be leaders where you work and where you live someday. Every day you will have choices to make that will impact many people around you. Now understand that being kind and gentle and just are really personal strengths. And please, do not underestimate your ability to be a role model for others. Being kind and gentle and just will create a ripple effect that will influence others. You know that everyone here wishes each and every one of you great things, but none more important than being the best human that you can be. That's what will make a kinder and gentler nation, and a more just nation as well. Now, with great respect and admiration, and on behalf of your faculty and staff, we want to wish you the very best for a very bright and successful college experience. Thank you.
Oh, Cleveland State, our alma mater, honor ever grace thy name. May laurels crown thee, victory hail thee, everlasting be thy fame. May God direct thine every pathway, wisdom keep thee ever free. Cleveland State, our alma mater, hail to
now declare the academic year officially open. Have a great one.